the single moment that shatters a Maga identity. I know this has been on your mind, so I wanted to talk about it. Please consider me your friend who is genuinely concerned about you and your family. For years, being in the Maga movement wasn't just about politics. It was everything. It was our friend group, almost like our purpose. Even today, we think we were saving the country. But then, one moment changed it all. A little crack appeared. He went too far. The plans of Project 2025 are put into motion, and the personal battle begins. A battle within the consciousness of the people, the political betrayal we face today. This is the story of that moment, the one that makes people ask, is this a political betrayal of the entire country? And more importantly, what do we do now? The fortress of belief. I get why it's so hard to think about leaving. For the Trump followers, Maga felt like more than politics. It was a way to make sense of a crazy world, and a place where people belonged. It almost felt like a fortress. Inside was safe, and people felt understood. Loyalty was everything. It gave people a clear story about who were the troublemakers, and promised to improve our place in the world. Unfortunately, when your politics become your identity, questioning the movement feels like you're questioning your own soul. To doubt the story feels like you risk being kicked out of the fortress, all alone. That's why it's so hard to let go, even when things don't add up. The thought of leaving feels too painful to even consider. When politics demands you disappear. But what happens when that fortress asks you to deny or leave a part of yourself behind? I think that's the breaking point for so many people. It's a painful feeling that you're slowly being erased. Or you got swept away in a river and can't swim anymore. Sometimes, the version of history we were told to believe made our own family's past feel invisible. Other times, the constant attacks on diversity or talking about race felt like they were talking about you and the people you love. For so many, though, it's deeply personal. It's the pressure to hide what you really think, to swallow your doubts, or to downplay parts of who you are just to fit in. And you start asking yourself that scary question. If I have to hide who I am to belong here, then who am I becoming? That's the first real time you begin to see past their loyalty oaths and consider a betrayal of principles. He has betrayed you. The shattering moment. The final break almost never happens over a single policy disagreement. It happens when the story, the movement tells you, just can't explain your own life anymore. It's the moment the big myth shatters against the reality of your own experience. There's the story we tell ourselves to feel good, and then there are just the facts of our lives. That shattering moment is when those two things crash into each other. Maybe it was the promises of a better life that never came true. Maybe it was seeing leaders you trusted defend things that went against your deepest values. For so many, it is the military and deployment in our cities. The moment the words turn into a reality, you just cannot defend anymore. The campaign promises of mass deportations are turning into unlawful and immoral actions, which go against the core American value of due process. While our legal system is not always perfect, law and order depend on truth and evidence. We have trials by jury, not locking people up because they look dangerous. Opening your eyes, you begin to understand ICE is breaking the country of laws apart. It's that sudden, gut-wrenching moment of clarity. The slow realization that this movement doesn't offer you dignity or a future you can see yourself in. The story just falls apart, and you're left standing there, forced to choose between the story and yourself. Is there life after the movement? Choosing yourself is the bravest thing you can do, but I know it isn't easy. When you leave, it often means losing friends and feeling cut off from family. You can feel politically homeless, stuck between the world you left and a new one that might not be well-defined just yet. It is the time to rediscover your true values and best self. The grief from losing that community is real, and it runs deep. But I promise you, on the other side of that loss is freedom. It's the peace you feel when you can stop pretending and stop silencing that doubting voice in your head. It's the freedom to rebuild who you are based on your own values, not a political party. It's a chance to find a new kind of belonging, one that doesn't ask you to be smaller, but loves every part of who you are. If any of this feels familiar, please know you are not alone in this. The journey out can feel lonely, but it doesn't have to be. Subscribe and share what you're going through in the comments. Buy the book on Amazon. We have to talk about this.